So we know one person who was out at the Capitol today was Pam Hemphill. She was once known as what they called MAGA Granny. Hemphill took part in the riot that day, and she turned down the president's pardon.
Yeah, so our Matthew Torres was able to speak with her the night of January 6th and again today. So Matthew, she told lawmakers this morning she chose accountability instead.
Yeah, that's right. And I looked back at our live coverage that night. This was the moment, the exact moment Pam Hill walked up to my photographer and I just after she came out of the U.S. Capitol. She didn't go on camera, but off the side, she told me how she was excited to be there that night. A very different tune 5 years later. Hemphill again back at the Capitol today, testifying that it was all a mistake. This is video taken on January the 6th, 2021, you no longer see online.
Call Trump.
Pam Hemphill of Idaho rushing to the top of the Capitol stairs to capture the growing crowd trying to bust in. She records a notable J6 defendant known as the QAnon shaman. That night, Hemphill told me she was proud to be there as a Trump supporter. She said she made it inside, but acknowledged in the phone call the next day how it got too rowdy.
Got pushed in here. I do not want to go back in that crowd. I was trampled on by the rioters. And if it weren't for the Capitol Police helping me that day, I might have died.
5 years later, Hemphill is back on Capitol Hill, this time to testify how she's taken accountability.
I am truly sorry from the bottom of my heart.
And to reiterate to police and the public that it was a violent attack.
I was there. I saw what you did.
Hemphill has changed her stance about the insurrection and overturning the 2020 election results, blaming President Donald Trump for inciting violence, while she admits helping recruit supporters to the rally. She now believes she was brainwashed.
Why was it so important to testify today saying that you fell for President Trump's lies?
All lies. And I thought there might be another Pam out there just like me. Maybe she'll hear me.
Among the 1,600 plus defendants, Hemphill was the only one to refuse clemency. To this day, Hemphill says she is trying to right her wrong by speaking out against misinformation.
Starting with Trump, that the election was stolen, the election was not stolen. It was a lie. And I didn't know myself. I lost my critical thinking. I started doing my own research.
Says she cannot stay quiet. She's also pushing to get that plaque honoring the officers defending that day on January 6th put up on the western front of the U.S. Capitol, joining the Capitol officers' mission to do so, guys.
And like she said, still fighting that misinformation. There's absolutely no proof at all to this day, 5 years later, that the 2020 election was stolen, presidential election.
No proof at all, and Pam and so many others are out there saying we are not going to let people rebrand the truth of what happened that day.
All right, Matthew, thank you.